everybody. Let's start this bitch. Welcome back to BBM FM Chicago, your station for the greatest oldies hits. That's not true. I just wanted to do that because there is a record button, a microphone right in my face, and I just always wanted to do that. Like I'm on a radio station. Man, back in the day, the people on the radio, like those were celebrities, man. Like Eddie and Jobo. Like if anyone knows who that is out in the Chicagoland, Eddie and Jobo, like they were massive, man. B96, whenever they came on, it was like, oh my God, these guys are celebs, A-list. And then they kind of just like fades away, and now they're doing car insurance commercials, and then that'll fade away. But I mean, they made the most of it when they were there, man. They were great. Shout out to Eddie and Jobo, wherever you guys are now. Man, I am exhausted. I am so exhausted, dude. I had a tea time at 6:30 a.m. today, which means I had to wake up at 5:30 a.m. on a Sunday. And, yeah, I understand it's golf, and I pay to do this, and it's entertainment. So if you work at the Morguery or the Cornerstone and you just cleaned up like 80 bodies today, or if you're a lot lizard and you just had to service like 19 glory holes, I know you don't want to hear this shit. I get it. And all you nurses out there who's been on their feet for like 72 straight hours, you don't even get a piss break. You don't want to hear about me saying I'm exhausted because I played a round of golf at 6:30 in the morning. Well, I'm human and I have emotions too, and I'm exhausted. I'm using one of those emotions right now. I am exhausting my exhaustion. Okay? I'm exhausted. I'm tired. So I don't know where this podcast is going to go. Feeling a little loopy. It might be a short one, might be a long one. I don't know. It depends. That's what she said. It depends if I go on a rant or not about something. If we hook something on, like a good category that just comes out of nowhere and it hits a nerve, like, yeah, I'll rant. I'll rant for 45 minutes. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining me. Always love our time together. I don't think anyone listens to this podcast. The reason why I'm here is because I'm the voice on the podcast. So that's why I'm here. I don't know why you're here, if you are here, if that makes any sense. And if you are here, thank you. And you're a sick person. Let's get into it, shall we? I was watching a YouTube clip, and dude, if you're unfamiliar with what an HVAC system is, it's the heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. It's like the massive steel silver thing you see in the ceiling. You know, so at this water park, it's a massive one, and it was an open HVAC system, so you can see like the huge pipes, the metal containers all put together, the HVAC system. I hope I'm describing that okay. Anyways, dude, this HVAC system, it fell from the ceiling and smashed into an indoor pool, and people were in that indoor pool. Could you imagine if you were the HVAC tech? Like, you're just screwing in all the things for the HVAC, and you're like, yeah, I was wondering why I had a screw left over. Holy shit, man. Like, dude, I get nervous when I buy shit from IKEA and I got like 3 screws and 14 nuts left over. Like, are those extra, or did I put this thing together incorrectly and it's gonna collapse in the middle of the night and give me a heart attack? You never know. But this dude was responsible for an HVAC system, man. He probably had 1 screw left over. He's like, this is probably an extra, I guess. Yeah, we don't need it. And the whole thing comes falling down onto people. That's what we call a redneck jackpot. When you get injured, not killed, and you don't want to be like mangled either. Just like maybe a broken ankle or something, you know? Maybe like whiplash a little bit where you can kind of like carry on the injury. You're not really injured, but you can like, you know, milk it. Just like show up everywhere in a neck brace. I would rock the shit out of that. I would go to my Zoom calls in a neck brace. Even if the fucking HVAC system hit my knee, I'm wearing a neck brace. I'm trying to get paid, baby. God damn. Those people got paid. Big time. Bank. Fucking HVAC system falling from the sky. That thing is massive, dude. Go look up HVAC systems if you don't know what it looks like. You can actually, there's a video of this online. Like I just said, I saw it on YouTube. You can watch it too. YouTube is not just strictly for me. It's for you too. You can go watch it. Man, that was wild to see. Also, I saw, dude, the internet has the craziest videos, man. Just like the most personal videos. And some of y'all are too comfortable on Instagram, on YouTube, Snapchat, especially Snapchat. Jesus. Unsolicited naked pictures all day. I don't even open up anything anymore. It's porno. That's what it is. And what's the other one? Twitter, right? Some of y'all are too comfortable on that shit, on social media. There's a woman. This isn't the story I'm going to tell. I'll tell it after this. This is just real brief. This just came to my mind when I said, y'all are too comfortable. There's a woman that has a page directly in correspondence to what she does, and what she does is farts in her underwear. That's what she does. Got like thousands of followers. Just puts the phone up to her ass and lets one go, and that gets like 15,000 likes. And here I am on a podcast talking about God knows what, and I can't even get myself to listen to this shit. God damn it. It's a fucked up world we live in. Anyways, the story I wanted to tell was this. This is how my brain works. It's so messed up. Maybe some of you guys are like this too. I'll watch a clip, and this dude was trying to run out of the way of a very fast moving train, and he got clipped by it and probably got launched like 70 feet, just like ragdolled, just flying through the air. It was pretty incredible to see a body contortion like that. Pretty magnificent stuff. But the first thing I think of is like, oh man, did he live? Is he all right? He's probably okay, right? He's alive? No! This man is not okay. This man just got hit by a fucking train. He is dead. He's dead. He's a goner. There's just no doubt about it. But I don't know why in my mind, the first thing I ask is like, oh, he's probably okay, right? That's why it's showing on the internet right now, because he's okay. He's probably eating like a bologna sandwich and some ramen right now with his family. Actually, you know what? He probably doesn't have a family if he's doing shit like that. Probably with his hobo friends under a bridge, or like a couple dentists, you know, just getting high off that nitrous oxide. That's cool. But yeah, I always give the benefit of the doubt. That man is not alive. No. You don't get hit by a train and launch 70 feet and live after that. So, wanted to get that off my chest. The internet is such a fucking weird place. It's getting more weird and more weird and more weird. Let's just leave it at that, okay? I don't want to get into a whole... We'll do that in another episode. The internet debacle of what types of shit you can find on there. It's never ending, man. It's a rabbit hole. Hell, you can find me on there. That's how you know you reached the end of the internet, if you find me. The odds of being alive. Do you guys even understand what that means? The odds of being here, like your little perverted ears listening to me right now. The odds of that happening on this earth is what? What do you think it is? Probably not very good. Probably not very good, but it's happening. It's happening. And okay, here we go. Let's get deep. Okay, let's get deep into this shit. And if you're sensitive, I'm gonna be talking about moms and dads and sex, stuff like that. So if you're sensitive to it, you can go ahead and fast forward this part, or if you're into it, I guess, get the lube out and get ready, because we're going in. I don't know. That would be under the taboo class. Listen to someone on a podcast talk about their parents having sex. Not my parents, your parents having sex. That would fall under taboo. Okay, let's get into it. The odds of you being alive. So you have to put into consideration all the times that your dad got his monkey spanked. All those times that he ejacked were potentially, like, that could have been you. You know what I mean? Every time that he ejacked was one step closer away from you not existing. Okay? So leading up to the moment where he got your mom pregnant, you were the next load in line. And somehow you successfully won that race of millions of little sperm into that egg. So just like take all of that into consideration, man. Because when you're, from experience, when you're like an 11-year-old boy, you probably spank your monkey maybe like 19 times a day, dude. That's just load after load after load until the time you're fucking, when do you have a kid? 30, 29, 30? Do you understand how many loads that is? How the fuck are you here? How am I here right now, man? That's incredible. So, like, by dumb luck, I was the next load, just locked and loaded. I guess, no pun, you fucking idiot. You're a dad. Nice dad joke. I didn't mean it. Locked and loaded in your daddy's little B-sack, and you're ready to go. You're next in line. After all of those years of unloading, there's a moment where your mom and your dad meet, and they're ready to have a child. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe it was an accident. Maybe you were an accident. You don't know. They're lying to you. You were fucking adopted. I know you were. And, you get pumped, and you hit the egg, and now you're here. Like, just take a second to think about that, goddammit. It's a big deal, man. And you know who I want to meet? Let me tell you who the fuck I want to meet. I want to meet the kid of the dad that never had premarital sex. Why is that so hard for me? Premarital sex. I don't even know if I said it right. I want to meet the... Jeez. Okay. Stop. Jesus, man. Okay. Hey, I'm Jay. Thanks for coming. This is my podcast. I've done this for maybe 2 years, and I still can't speak fucking English. I want to meet the kid of the dad that never had premarital sex of any kind. I think we got it that time. That's a wrap. We got it. No handies. No monkey spanking. No monkey business. Nothing. Just one ejac. And that's a kid. One fresh ejac, and that's a kid. No tampering with the family jewels. There was no pre-ejac before this moment that he met someone and they had a kid. So it's like, a freshly loaded gun, like since the day you were born. And that load goes in. I want to meet that child. That child is probably Helen Keller or Rosie O'Donnell, if I had to guess. Ain't no way that kid's coming out okay. There ain't no damn way that kid's coming out okay. Sometimes it's trial and error, baby. You got to get out some of that demon juice. You got to practice before you use live rounds, all right? So that's where my thought stands on it, behind the whole thing. I told you guys I'm exhausted. I warned you. And you would think that English is not my first language. It is. English is my first language. I'm sorry. It is. Damn. We were doing so good up to that premarital thing. Sorry. I apologize. Thank you for being here. Apologize for that. I'll work on it. I'll work on my English. I'll try to do some more reading. I have a 2-year-old that's been showing me how to read, and I haven't been going to my classes lately. You know who you are. Do you think that money changes your mental state? Let's think about it. I feel like I'm a good candidate to talk about this because I get commission checks. So every quarter, I'll get a commission check, and sometimes if I do, enough work in the glory hole, it'll be a good check. It'll be a good commission check. And a lump sum hits my bank account. And it's like the oldest thing, man. It's like money can't buy happiness. Money can't buy happiness. So I'm actually put in a position to where I see it in real time. And I'm actually conscious of it. Like, how is this going to make me feel? I know there's money coming in. How am I going to feel once it hits my bank account? And how was I feeling before, like up to it? When I was like struggling with my checking account a little bit. Like I had to put a real tight budget together to last before this commission check comes. And what I have gathered is when you get a lump sum, when you get some money, what it does, yeah, man, it makes you feel fucking good because it relieves a stress. It relieves a burden. And what that stress and that burden is called life, because shit happens. And if shit happens, and if your checking account has like $150 in it, you can't cover those expenses. Shit happens. And now you're living stressful as fuck, dude. Like, you can't buy the things you want. You can't go to the grocery store and get what you want to eat. You can't take people out to eat. Like, there's a lot of things that go into it. It removes a level of stress. And ultimately, yeah, that can make you happy. It can make you happy. So let's not get it twisted, man. I think money can buy happiness. Now, as far as like, that's strictly from a mental state. Like, if you're using money to actually try and buy your way to happiness, that's a completely other thing. I don't know what that looks like. I haven't reached that status yet. To where if I'm in a depression and I go buy a car. Hell, man, I'm broke and I bought a fucking car and I felt real good. This is why it's called the curiosity chamber, because we ask questions and then we try to answer it as fruitfully as possible. I don't know why I said fruitfully. Because it's we're in June. So shout out to all my gay friends. I have a few of you. Happy June. Fruitful. People use fruitful, right? You don't have to be gay to use fruitful. Bring it back, I guess. Bring it back. I don't even know what the fuck I was just talking about. I said fruitful and then I lost my track of thought. I know we were talking about money. I know we were talking about when the money comes into your bank account. Oh, buying a car, right? I bought a car and I felt happy and I don't have like money in my checking account. I bought a car and I was happy. So I'd imagine that like if you buy shit, it could buy happiness. Maybe not forever, but what is forever? You don't live forever. If you think you're gonna live forever, I got a rude wake-up call coming your way, buddy boy. You're going to die. And that's why I believe it's necessary to have a wonderful sense of humor, because nobody gets out alive, man. Nobody gets out alive. So like try to find the brighter and lighter things of life. It'll make this experience a lot more enjoyable. I'm telling you, don't take everything so seriously. Sure, there's moments when you need to be serious and get your shit right and act right. But come on, man. You don't live forever. What's the point of being upset? What's the point of being mad? Look at that. We hit 20 minutes, and I don't even know what the fuck I talked about. I appreciate you guys for listening. If anyone listens to this, thank you so much. I'm exhausted, man. I'm telling you, I wasn't gonna do this, but I love it so much, so I popped on, and we'll see where this ends up. So remember that you were next in line somehow for that ejac, and you made it to the egg, and there were no issues with pregnancy, and you're here if you're listening to this. So go do something. Go do something. You're brave. You're wonderful. I love you. Thank you all for listening. Peace out.